I'm gon' ride, we gon' ride, who gon' slide, we gon' slide, they my guys, they my slimes.
Clip up the ride out.
I'm gon' ride, we gon' ride, who gon' slide, we gon' slide, they my guys, they my slimes.
All out when we ride out.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is John Fury threatens to sue Wilder over Glovegate accusations. So, in an interview with Boxing Social, let me show you the clip. John Fury gets frustrated and he says this.
Final thing on Deontay, he's continuing to speak quite vocally about how he believes he can quite cause some damage to Tyson ahead of their trilogy bout. Just your thoughts on it?
The only thing he can damage is Tyson's brain by talking him to death, by talking bullshit, and Tyson listened to his bullshit. But you know something? Tyson takes no more notice of him like I do. I'm a stone in the road. That man has got zero respect from the Fury family. All Tyson thinks of him is a good payday and 20 minutes work to dispose of a big mouth man like him. You know, because Deontay Wilder, I said it then, I'll say it now, don't like him. He's a bad sportsman, he's a liar, and I would have him in court. Let me tell you this much, Deontay Wilder. You keep coming out with them accusations, mate, and I'm in charge now. You'll be in court, pal. I want you to back up everything you've said in detail. So when the next press conference comes, you've got some explaining to do. Don't dummy up, pal, because you're a liar. So therefore, do not make any more bullshit up, makes you'll be in court, and you won't be getting the third fight. You'll be in a court of law. Let me tell you that, court of law, because you're messing with me now, not Tyson. Tyson's a fighting machine. He doesn't get interested in all that bullshit, but I do. Keep making false accusations, and we're going to put you in court, mate. Believe you me, you'll be getting a writ very shortly.
John.
Court of law.
Conspiracy G, what's your reaction to Big John Fury?
So
spazzing out on Wilder.
Is John Fury now Tyson Fury's manager? Because he's like, you're dealing with me now. I'm like, since when? You know what I mean? So, I mean, if John Fury's involved, hey, well, you know. But to be honest, I haven't heard Wilder talk about Glovegate in a long time. So. And it could be, you know, I'm assuming the powers that be that oversee Wilder's career is probably telling him, like, oh, you might want to fall back from those, you know, accusations. So I haven't heard Wilder bring it up. And as we know, in the last and only press conference that they had thus far, Wilder didn't bring it up there either. So, you know, for the most part, all we could do is go to YouTube videos and find Wilder entertaining it with a lot of his fans, you know. So I don't know where this energy has come from John Fury recently. Like, so I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I missed an interview where Wilder or a tweet or an Instagram post where Wilder brought it up again. But you know, nonetheless, I mean, hey, if John Fury feels like, yo, he wants to bring him to court of law, hey, man, go for it. But I will say this. John Fury looks like Tyson Fury in like 10 years, bro. It was kind of crazy. I was really laughing. I'm like, sounds like his son and looks like his son. It's crazy.
10
Just like,
years. Come on, you got to give Fury like 20, 30 years before he was like.
I didn't say what I was thinking, but I'll stand by my 10 years, man.
All right, cool. Trill dollar bill.
I thought that this would have happened way before in this fight would have took place. That's what I was thinking. You know, that's how I'm feeling. John, man, I thought y'all would have got busy before that, and that this fight probably would have never took place because of all that stuff that was being said. You know, so I don't know. Cheers to you. I really don't have much to say about these guys and everything, but I just think it's just y'all should have did this before, like when it first came out and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It makes it look, I don't know. That's just how I feel. I'm sorry.
No, I think you're spot on. And I actually said it before. I think like your window to actually use this when it was valuable is gone. You could have used this in arbitration, but you didn't, apparently. So like I said, for me, for me to fight Wilder again, I would have said he needs to publicly apologize and admit that everything he's saying isn't true. And if he stands by the fact that it's true, I want him to go and I want him to file a suit. And I want him to present evidence, probable cause of a crime. Let's do this legally in criminal court, and let's do this in civil court, because I'm filing a countersuit against him. And so I would have refused to fight this man unless he publicly apologized and admitted that I won the fight fair and square. Because if he doesn't admit that I won the fight fair and square, why would he step in the ring with me again? Someone who had loaded gloves, someone who had to spike his water, someone who had the ref in my pocket, although I'm the one who was being penalized by the ref, someone who did all this stuff. So for me to fight him again, I would have needed a public apology, and I would have needed him to admit that he lost the fight fair and square, and then we can get the third fight on. But if he doesn't admit it, then what happens next? What happens after the third fight? You're expecting me to fight this guy again when he's accusing me of committing assault and battery with a deadly weapon? So but that time has passed. So it is interesting to hear John Fury bring it up and say he's going to take him to court now when he won't get a third fight. It's like, well, dude, he has the third fight. Your son's training to fight him. He's training to fight your son. And at this point, the only thing I can think of is maybe now Team Fury is starting to look at it and this fight isn't as lucrative as we thought it would be. Maybe we need to look at an exit strategy. Maybe we need to look at a way to get out of this fight and just go straight to AJ, because, I do believe that this fight isn't doing the numbers they thought. To my knowledge, there's still tickets available. So Bob Arum, you told me that this fight was so big in America. I've never seen tickets still available at this time for such a big fight. And so, when all is said and done, he can say that, but to me at this point, your time to bring this to court, your time to do it is kind of already passed. And like G said, Wilder has kind of backed off of making these accusations. He's sort of just implying it now. I was done wrong, but I'm going to right the wrong, and I'm out for blood. He's not really saying what the wrong was, and he's not really saying anything. He's saying things are going to be done right this time. He's saying in little undertones and little sneak things, but he's not flat out mentioning Glovegate or whatever. So I kind of feel like that ship is past, man. If you wanted to use it, you should have used it then. But now we're at this point. It seems like John Fury's at this point. So it is what it is.
Papa Fury talk, court of law. No trilogy for you. Court of law.
You'll get no third fight.
Yeah.
Well, y'all let us know how y'all feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe, and check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And also, please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.
You're welcome. You're all welcome.